So definitely a cutter and definitely six from JC.
The DBS Morning News has been brought to you by Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League T20. See cricket played louder at CPL.
Hello and good morning. I'm wishing you a super blessed day, but we will do our part to bless you in the ways that we can. This is DBS Good Morning, or DBS This Morning, and we are going to start off your day by informing you about today's happening. So let's go to the news desk and we'll be right back. And thank you so much to the news desk. I feel a little better informed now, but we're going to be even more informed with the interviews we have coming up. We're going to be speaking with Bernice Lewis, who is the founder and director of Joie's Learning Hub. And we're going to be talking about all the ways in which we can empower our young ones to learn and to excel. And we're also going to be looking back at Soufrière Carnival, something which makes me really, really proud being from Soufrière. There's so much to be proud about, but we're going to talk all about that with Jade Brown, who is the PR representative for the Soufrière Event Committee. We'll be right back. Thank you for sticking with us. So do you know that there are different strategies you can employ to ensure that your child excels at school that have absolutely nothing to do with their innate intelligence? Yes, that's important, but how they demonstrate that and how they express that has a lot to do with it as well. So I had the most informative interview with Bernice Lewis. Let's go to that now. Hi, and welcome back. And here with us this morning is Bernice Joy Lewis. We have to put the joy in there because that's one of the things we're going to talk about today. And she is the founder and director of Innovative Learning Solutions. Now, it may sound a little early, but we know how time just flies by. And before we know it, it will be back to school. And we need to start thinking about our children's academic trajectory from now and start planning, start booking those lessons, classes, and everything else. I know everybody's already thinking about the uniforms and all of that, but there are other things to consider, right, Bernice?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So what is the Innovative Learning Center? What is it? How does it serve? Tell us all about it.
Right, so the full name is Joie Innovative Learning Solutions. Mm-hmm. And basically what we do here is empower students. Mm-hmm. We empower students to excel in academics. And we offer an array of activities. We have lessons programs, we have enrichment programs, we have virtual reality tours, and quite a few other things. But as you said, you know, it's almost September. Summer is quickly wrapping up, and we have a special program starting next week that has been funded by the St. Lucia Hotel and Tourism Association that empowers students to learn. So we found that in school, students aren't taught how to learn explicitly. So in this What's in Your Backpack program, we teach children how to learn and what strategies they need to excel.
And why? This is for those who may not be familiar with that concept, it's strategies to learn. Because, you know, growing up, you go to school, you sit, the teacher teaches, you review, you go home, you have an exam, and then you move on to the next level. But what do you mean by strategies for learning?
So if you were to think back to maybe when you were in grade school, there was a distinct difference between the children who knew what they were doing and who could always ace an exam, and the students who just floundered throughout the term and just tried to find their footing. So the difference is those who were excelling, they knew the strategies to apply. It's almost innately transferred to them by their parents. So things like setting a study schedule, seeking help. If you ask even secondary school students today, do you ask for help? They say no. they have too much pride. They don't want to ask for help.
I experience that with my daughter all the time.
There
Yes.
you go. So that's one of the biggest strategies to succeed. So it's not just you, it's who's in your team. So if you have a mother, a father who empowers you and who can help you, who can provide the answers to the math problems, they're going to help you succeed, because if you have to rely on just you as a 10-year-old, you'll never succeed. And then, of course, there's the internet, there's your teachers, your friends who are probably more savvy than you in the subject. You go to them and ask for help, and of course, it's a win-win situation.
So how do you come in? What does it look like coming to you for help?
Okay, so one of the strategies which one of the programs that we started from last year is the What's in Your Backpack program. So we do that throughout the term, so parents can sign up on our website for the What's in Your Backpack program, which teaches children those metacognitive strategies. So it can range from anywhere between 1 day a week or 2 days a week for the entire term, or whatever the parent can afford. But we realize that it provides very concrete help for the child to help them make that jump. For instance, last term we had a student jump from 30th to 9th in his class at SMC.
Wow.
After one term.
Wow. And that's just from teaching him proper
That's correct.
strategies.
That's correct.
So sometimes it's not that your child is dumb or can't learn. It is that you haven't implemented the proper
They just don't know how.
strategies.
They just don't know how.
So what are some of the methods that you use? What are some of the subjects that you help children with?
Okay, so here we do all of the science subjects, math, we do chemistry, physics, biology, math, English, French, Spanish. We have offered accounts and POB in the past, but not right now. So we're really focusing on the core areas to offer lessons, and we do that for the entire term. So a parent can sign up, it's $450 for the term.
For the term,
Yes.
okay. Now, as we, we have a couple more weeks before back to school, but I have this, and I can admit that it is a super unreasonable fear that whatever my child has learned is just going to magically disappear out of it during the summer break. So what is your advice for this break that we're still having to help the children hit the ground running when school reopens?
Well, so summer is interesting because you want your child to get a break and relax. And I always advise my parents, definitely let them relax. But some parents have asked for summer classes. Like we have physics, chem, and bio running right now with some students. So it really depends on what you as a parent have in mind for your child. Where they at in their learning trajectory. Are they passing, or are they succeeding with, are they failing, or are they succeeding with flying colors, right? So if the child is failing, you might say, well, you need to do summer classes. Okay, but if you're passing, then you can take a break during summer, but then when September comes, are you signing them up for the lessons classes? Because again, it's really practice that ensures that you succeed in your academics along with the strategies. So setting a study schedule is a strategy because it allows you to practice every day. You take 2 days off, you take 1 day off, depending on how you feel, but that's a strategy. So you make the study timetable, and then your mommy should help you stick to it. Because if you don't put in the practice, there's no way you're going to pass your subjects.
Yeah, but this has been a most enlightening discussion, especially for me as a parent and a mother of an almost 14-year-old. As she gets older and you're starting to think of university and making sure, she has that discipline to do what she needs to do and really achieve her true potential. Because again, I'm sure a lot of parents experience that. Your child is smarter than the grades they're bringing home. They're not dumb, but it's about employing those strategies that you just,
how do you empower them?
You just, there you go. So how do we find you for that empowerment?
So we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. Our website is www.thelearninghub.io. So I guess I'm expecting a registration form from you for your daughter.
Yes. And you're in VG.
Yes, we're on the John Compton Highway behind the traffic police.
Oh, this is not VG, sorry. My Superness is showing. Well,
I often tell my clients opposite VG, like opposite the airport.
Yes.
You can also find us on WhatsApp, 485-5643. You can shoot us a message if you have a question, if you want to talk about what difficulties they have. We can offer advice for free, although our consultations are $150, but depending on the
you can
situation.
get people started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of parents just want to know, how do I help my child? How can I help my child? And they turn to the teachers in the school a lot, and Joa is here to help.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We will be right back. I'm sure that a lot of you have seen the footage from Soufrière Carnival, how well attended it was, how well organized it was, how it went without incident, and that makes me super proud to be from Soufrière. So we're going to talk to Jade Brown now about whether they achieved all the goals that they set out to achieve for Soufrière Carnival. Let's go to that. So hi, welcome back as we are wrapping up this wonderful, what I believe has been an amazing and wonderful carnival season. I don't think we could have ended on a higher note. Soufrière Carnival, from all reports, from every video that I saw, from everything that I heard, went on without incident. The numbers were out of this world. The J'ouvert looked interesting is the word that I will use. So I'm very proud being a daughter of Soufrière, and it's the 20th anniversary of my winning the Miss Soufrière pageant. Yeah. So I'm very proud, and I'm honored to have Jade Brown here with us this morning. Jade is the PR representative for the Soufrière Events Management Organization. So we're going to talk about Soufrière Carnival and whether it met your expectations. Although, if I can speak for you, I'll say that it exceeded them. What say you, Jade?
Definitely. Thank you so much, Candy, for having me on. Soufrière Carnival, I mean, it was, people anticipated this event or these series of events for a long time. We all know that it took us a little while to get there, and boy, when we did, we were ready. And it was just amazing to see all of the support that we got. We saw people from all over the island, even though there was another community who hosted their community carnival over the weekend, but we did get that support. We had more time to organize and to ensure that everything was in place. And you know, it's been quite a few years since Soufrière has seen Carnival. It wasn't just COVID, it's been about 4 years since we've had Carnival in the community. And to really see people revel and just have fun and come together, all ages, all backgrounds, and you know, just for those 2 days, 4 events, it was just amazing for us to witness.
And what were those events? So of course, J'ouvert. Now, I was telling you off camera that being from Soufrière, being a child, I would be so excited on J'ouvert morning to, you know, go peek through the curtains to watch people going by having fun until I was old enough. And it was always such a spectacle. I remember cousins of mine who were very serious and, you know, very serious executives in their day jobs and teachers and all of that. On J'ouvert morning, they really let their personality shine through.
Right.
So shout out to Julian and the clown, the clown wig that he wears. I have to find out whether he had that wig on this year. But you know, I saw all kinds of things, people scaling buildings, people rolling in the river and all kinds of things. So let's touch on J'ouvert a little then.
Okay, J'ouvert in Soufrière is a rite of passage for every single resident and people who look forward to it within the community surrounding Soufrière. What we saw were 2 main bands. That was of course Bad Company, and which is put on by Whispers nightclub, and also Harmony's Bar had a J'ouvert band. They had really big numbers, and we anticipated that the numbers would be high, but not so much. And then the CIMO, we actually had our own J'ouvert truck. And what that did is it attracted a lot of people who came in last minute and were not able to get a package. They were able to still jump and, enjoy that Juve. What we had for Juve as well was the MTX band, and I'm sure that people are getting to know MTX band now. They're a group of young men from Soufrière, and they've put this musical band together, and they're just tremendously talented. So we had them on the road, and we also had multi-talented jugglers out of Dennery. They came on board, as well as A1 jugglers from Soufrière. So the entertainment was not lacking, and like you said, you saw people scaling the roofs of people's homes, and people said that Canaries had a bum bum step and Castries had a bum bum wall, but we had a bum bum roof.
We took it a little higher, literally.
We took it. Trust me, whenever it comes to Soufrière, you have to expect the unexpected, and of course the guys jumped in the river and they were rolling down the street. There was one dressed up as a witch and with his top hat and broomstick and everything. And it was just really nice to see people come out, enjoy themselves, and most importantly, be safe about it.
Yes.
And that's one of the things that we can put hand to chest and say, yes, we're proud and we're very happy to report that there were no serious incidents. I mean, a few squabbles here and there, and that's to be expected.
That's par for the course. I mean, yes, you can't mix a crowd of people, alcohol, fun, loud music, all of that exuberance, and not expect a little squabble here and there. So,
but nothing that so that was the Juve aspect of it, and we saw thousands of people in Soufrière. Thousands of people in Soufrière, and we were just really, really happy that we got that support.
Two things I wanted to touch on or elaborate on. The MTX band, I haven't seen them in action, but I'm very proud that Soufrière has a strong musical heritage, and I'm so proud that that is continuing. So that's one thing, and with an injection of so many people into the community, I'm so happy for what I know must have been a huge economic, boost for the community, which would have continued into the actual carnival parade, of which you had 2 days. So let's talk about that. Those costumes that I saw, a lot of them rivaled, they were suitable for the national and international stage. Yes. So let's talk about the actual parade.
Okay, excellent. Well, let me just touch on the vendors and the economic impact that Carnival had on Soufrière. What we had was a very strong connection with the Soufrière Vendors Association. We wanted to ensure that everything was just planned down to the T. So there were several meetings prior to day 1 and day 2 and Juve, just to ensure that, health codes and everything else was up to date, up to par, so that we would not have any difficulties on the day. Health is important to us, of course. So it was very good to see people coming out and having their stalls, having their booths, and just providing that food and stuff for people who came to the event and the spectators and visitors alike. For Carnival Day 1 and Day 2, some of the planning that went into it was we actually spoke with the St. Lucia Carnival Bands Association, and the chairperson for that association, of course, is Mr. Barry George, the ever-talented Barry George, and he lent a lot of support to CMO, the Soufrière Events Management Organization. He came down with a team of judges, and we made sure that the setup rivaled that of Castries. We looked at what Tammy and her team at CPMC did, and we said, okay, we want something like that. We want it to be professional. We want you to come to Soufrière and see what we've put on, that spectacle, and say, yes, I want to jump Soufrière Carnival next year. And I think that we achieved that in a sense because of the reviews that we're getting so far. Carnival Day 1 was where we judged the bands. We actually had 5 bands. There were 3 smaller bands, and then we had the 2 larger bands. There were Jacques Mas, Insane Carnival Band, Pamele, those made up for the smaller bands, although they did do costumes, some of them with a mix of costume and t-shirts. And then we had, of course, Chic Carnival Band and Wild Bamboo. And I know that you saw the costumes coming out from there. You mentioned, of course, the costumes were just absolutely amazing.
Yep.
And they were all made in St. Lucia, all locally produced. And I think that we've really showcased our talents. And even with the theme of all of the bands, there was meaning to it. There was a reason behind why they chose. I think Chic went with, our flower festivals and Je ne Creole. So every section was named after something inherent to St. Lucia. And we're just really happy that they followed that theme and they stayed true to theme throughout.
So drum roll, we're going to have a major announcement as to who won.
Yes.
So tell us.
Okay, I'm very excited to announce that Band of the Year is none other than Chic Carnival. Chic Carnival did amazingly. Then they had Section of the Year that also went to Chic Carnival. Mass on the Move was, of course, Wild Bamboo. Yes, so we're excited to announce the winners. Congratulations to all the participants, all the revelers, and of course the persons who organized these bands. Without you, Carnival would not be a success. And thank you, of course, to the Sufa Regional Development Foundation and its chairperson, Mr. Ernest Oji.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jade, and congratulations to you and the rest of the committee for putting on an amazing calendar of events. There was a bit of a pause at one point, but you more than made up for it. And when I was growing up in Super, we had calypso competitions and all of that. So I know that you guys are working on bigger and better for Super Carnival next year.
Definitely.
Okay, so thank you. See you later.
Morning DBS family, and welcome to another episode of DBS's Lookbook. I am Vanessa Henry Long, your certified image consultant, personal stylist, and makeup artist from Lovely Makeup Artistry and Image Consultancy. This morning I have a treat for you, something a bit different. As you can see, I have pulled out some of my, maybe not go-to favorites, but some of the outfits within my closet so I can help you create a curated closet, or what I call organize a closet that works for you. Now, let's get things straight off the bat. There's a difference between tidying up your closet and organizing your closet. Let me explain this. Tidying up your closet might just be, dusting out some cobwebs, cleaning up the space, putting your clothes together and just hanging them on a rack. All of this well and good. However, organizing your closet now, this is where you may find a little bit more of that eye for detail, or that little meticulous side of you would come out when it comes to organizing your closet. It really helps you to put things or compartmentalize things into areas to make it very easy for you to find, mix and match the pieces within your closet, and make it interesting when it comes to finding your clothing, which is one of the challenges I think many of us have when it comes to finding clothes within our closet to wear, whether it be for work, whether it be for out, or wherever you're going. So let's see how you can organize your closet today. So, first things first. When it comes to organizing your closet, you need to toss out everything. Now, if you have a lot of clothes, I'm sorry for you. That might take a day or two. But toss out everything in your closet. Take out all those clothes, the hangers. If you have drawers, remove your drawers. But for now, we are just going to focus on the closet side space, not the drawers. We're not looking at the drawers for now. We're going to look at your hanging clothes. This is what we're going to look at. I'm going to come to the drawers and the folding in another episode. We're taking it bit by bit to help you create a closet that works for you, that works for your lifestyle, that works for your personality style, and that also works for your body type. You heard these three things: lifestyle, personality type or personality style, and as well your body type. So when you think of organizing your closet, these are the three things that need to come to the forefront. Again, let's take it in steps. So one of the key things is removing all your clothes, tossing them on the bed, or if you can, putting them in an area that is easy to find. Then now, you would need to be able to identify what I call your keepers. These are the items that basically that you will be wearing. You would find that within your wardrobe, there may be a lot of outfits if, again, you haven't done a wardrobe purge, that you don't use. So guess what? Only place your keepers in your wardrobe, because this now would help you dress appropriately for your lifestyle as well as your body type. Now, if you have any outfits that have holes that need to go to the seamstress, do not, I repeat, do not hang it in your closet. It needs to be placed aside in a basket or in a nylon bag so you can bring it to the seamstress or your tailor so it can be mended. Now, if there are some pieces that you realize you will never use, please, I beg of you, do not hang on to the clothes. Give it away to a friend. Or, you know, there's the new thing now, flea market. You can make some money out of it. So you bring it to the flea market so you can make $1 or $2. Now, let's go into the closet. I placed this small little area here, not a big closet. We'll be looking at a little step to make it easy for you. If you notice, one of the key things in organizing your closet, organizing by color. When you do this, it can easily help you understand which color I'm going to today. So for instance, I feel to be in a little black mood today, wearing a corporate color, feel a little strong. So you head straight to your black area. When you do that, it will help you be able to dress very simple. Now, it's not just about color, black, red. If you notice, I put my little prints because I love my prints in an area and a bit of the color. That's one tip. But one of the other things too is to organize by clothes type. So for instance, now I mainly wear dresses, but you know, if I were into skirts and pants and all of that, organize them by color, but then you section them now by the type of the clothing. So I have dresses, then you would see if I had pants in black, I would put the pants here. So you organize by the color and by the clothes type. Now, if you notice something very seamless about my little closet space is that every single hanger is facing the same direction. Now, don't tell me it's have anything to do with a little OCD, but it's important. As you look at your closet, it represents that richness in you. So it has to be meticulously placed in the same direction. Hello, it's not just about that. The hangers need to be the same. So for those of you who would have different color hangers, now it's time to invest in some good hangers. Let me tell you, there are some easy ones, slim fit like those I have there, velvety, makes it very easy for you to put, whether it be your dresses. Also, if you want to put a suit, pants and jacket in there, you can do that as well. But like I say, pick the right hangers. Same color. It helps your wardrobe to stand out and be coordinated. Now there are, let me move on, by color, by style. Of course, if you have a pants, suit and top, you would put it together so it makes it very easy for you to find your suits. Now, there are different types of hangers, and that is important. When you are shopping for clothes, feel free to shop for hangers as well. There are hangers where you can wear your pants, you stack them up nicely so it helps you identify where to go within your closet. So for instance, I have all my dresses, all my suits, and then I can put all my pants on the hangers for pants and all my skirts. So you nicely place them, you fold them, and if you are one to iron or to steam your clothing, when you hang them nicely on a hanger, they would stay really well. You also have hangers like these, which you can stack in various ways for your accessories. You can choose to put them down to create more space in the closet, or choose to create what I call an area where you can nicely stack them up and place it. For example, if you have all white tees, various types with various sleeve lengths, you can put them nicely in there so you're able to see your closet in a very, not full, but in a very palatable way. Because let me tell you, when it comes to you dressing and making dressing interesting, one of the easiest ways is to create an organized closet that speaks to your lifestyle, the favorite colors that you have, and of course your body type. I hope you did enjoy this episode on the Lookbook. See you next time, where we'll be seeing how to fold clothes. Bye.
And that is our show for today. I really do hope you enjoyed our features, and we look forward to being back here again tomorrow in your company on DBS This Morning.
Definitely a cutter, and definitely 6 from JC.
The DBS Morning News has been brought to you by Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League T20. See cricket played louder at CPL.
There are so many other ways you could have spent your morning, but you chose to spend it right here with us on DBS This Morning, and we do not take that for granted. So I'm wishing that you go out and have the best day ever. I'm Candy. See you next time.
Definitely a cutter, and definitely 6 from JC.
The DBS Morning News has been brought to you by Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League T20. See cricket played louder at CPL.